Whew. Whew. Right. Look at this, folks. I'm swag surfing today. Picked up plenty of freebies from KantCon, things that they give you as you walk in. When you go to get your name badge to check in, we got dice, we got minis, and a notebook. I love this. I've gone 3 years now, and they always give you a little notebook for the games that you play there, you sign up for. It's very handy. I always use it to take notes to remember my adventures. I got various other little things as well that I picked up some from booths, and some things that were tucked away into my bag that I don't even remember how they got there. I think somebody was playing games with me and just sprinkled some little trinkets into my bag without me looking. Either way, thank you for joining me on today's edition of Free Samples. You walked down this YouTube channel aisle and you found me handing out free samples of talent that I've encountered along the way. Today, it's KantCon, baby. KantCon 2025. It's held at a very large, super convenient, and plenty of places to park at the Overland Park Convention Center in Overland Park, Kansas. I made a few laps around the con today looking for some unexpected future friends to tell me about what they're doing today so I could tell you, my viewers, who these wonderful people are. It was not long until this gilded fellow with an exceptionally long feather seized my attention. My first free sample comes from Scott from Trinamic. His character creation system got the blessing of D&D royalty Luke Gygax. If you're a D&D loyalist like me, being graced by a Gygax has got to tell you that Scott has conjured up something very special here. We're here with our first guest of the day, first free sample from Scott with Trinamic, and he's going to tell us a little bit about fantasy gaming and what he has on his table here.
So hey, first if you're looking for some board games, suggest you're going to look at Defenders of the Realm. It's a cooperative play that's territory control. Very strong fantasy theme with dragons and creatures. And then as well, you can also end up looking into Skulls and Shackles. So it also has character development by choosing a class and then play your fantasy style role-playing board game. As well, you can go with a trader and go Betrayal at House on the Hill, the Baldur's Gate version. And then when you're ready, you can come into tabletop fantasy role-playing and look at Trinamic. In Trinamic, I set up for character creation freedom beyond what other systems have done by breaking apart mechanics and letting them put them back together to play a character concept you want in the very beginning and control the progression of that character. So the unique design of my system allows you to go online to the website, look up my character concept builder, and then see what the possibilities of creation are. So take a look there. You like that, you can get a free gameplay demo and then download and play for yourself. If you like that, hey, you know what? I was approved by Luke Gygax for my game launch next year at GaryCon in March. So be on the lookout for Trinamic, your next new great fantasy role-playing adventure. I'm Scott. Adventure well.
After talking with Scott, he told me that I should go talk to Aaron a few tables away. Honestly, I was going to go talk to Aaron anyway because he had some Jenga blocks set up on his table, and I thought there was about to be a hardcore Jenga game about to go down. But it turns out, Aaron just had a really cool idea with him. This is Aaron, and Aaron, tell us about yourself. What do you like to plug for us for our free samples segment?
Hello Internet, my name is Aaron and I have been GMing for approximately 15 to 20 years experience. I am a big proponent and fan of indie games, and if you would ever like to find me at a local Kansas City convention, much like Midwest Game Fest or KantCon, you should look for me and come and play my favorite indie game, Dread. Dread is a rules-light horror indie game which doesn't use dice and instead uses a Jenga tower whenever there is a chance for failure. Come and play with me. I've got some wonderful scenarios where you can experience sci-fi, horror, fantasy. Come and see if your character can survive, because in Dread, you may not make it all the way to the end of the film. There is a chance for permanent character death. I'd love to see you at my table. Come find me and sign up for some of my games at both Midwest and KantCon.
That was pretty good, and honestly, I was recommended to you by Scott down that way. And what other?
Thank you, Scott.
Yeah. And the other thing that caught me was the Jenga tower. I mean, I saw that from a distance. I'm like, okay, is this just a Jenga table or is this more to it? I love the incorporation of it. So
yeah.
That's so exciting. I haven't seen that before.
Yeah, I didn't invent Dread. Dread was Dread was invented by some wonderful people at Dream the Impossible Dream. You can pick this up online. I highly encourage you to check it out if you're into indie games, but Indian narrative-heavy, rules-light games. It's fabulous. It's one of my favorites. And thank you so much, Adam, for coming and approaching me. I'd love to see all of you at my table.
I'll be here. I'd like to play, even though I got a game from 2 to 6, but I'd love to be here. How late are you staying?
This is my last game for the convention, but maybe next year.
Hey, at least I know where to contact you and find you now, right?
Absolutely.
Sounds good. Thanks, Aaron.
May all your 20s be crits.
I like that. After talking with Aaron, it was raffle time. I went over to the table where everybody else was hanging out to see if they won some sweet board games or some other sweet merchandise people were wanting to raffle away. While waiting for the raffle numbers to drop to see if I won anything cool, spoiler alert, I did not, I was approached by a gentleman named Michael from Nirvana Coffee and Games in the In-Depth Mo. In-Depth Mo is Independence, Missouri for all you hip kids. I was telling him about how my wife and I shoot the flavor layer. And before I even finished the sentence, he was wanting to know if I'd like to shoot an episode there. I'm totally up for it, but somebody's gonna have to tell Hannah that we might be shooting in front of a live studio audience. That should go well. After talking with Michael a little bit more, Michael told me I should go talk with Burl. Burl was just a few steps away from us, so easy enough. I went over and introduced myself, and he was telling me about his game, which I absolutely love the look of it. Look at it, look at it. It's popping off the table there with those colors. I love good bright colors like that. Have a listen to Burl tell you about his board game, Chaos. I'm here with Burl Baker. Michael from Nirvana Cafe in Independence told me to stop by. He's going to tell us a little bit about what he's got going on here. I believe it's called Chaos.
Yes, sir.
All right, take it away.
Well, this is Chaos, and back in 2009, my brother Robert, who's the other half of Innovative Ideas, was working a cot van in the Kansas City VA. We transported a wounded veteran, and they asked us to wait. So the wait turned into about 7 hours, and we actually drew this game up on a napkin. And then I retired from the Kansas City Fire Department, and he retired from Spire, and we put our money together to have this game made. It plays, the game mechanics is like Sorry, but on steroids. So there's a lot of switching around, directions, side games. Playtime's really good, 45 to 75 minutes. So it keeps everybody occupied. The rules, really well wrote. Everything's cut and dry. You understand what every spot on the board does and every card does. So there's no arguing or debating over what things do. Like, you know, Monopoly and stuff usually ends in a family fight. This does not. Really a lot of playtime in this game took it. So
I'll tell you right now, I love the artwork on it. I love the color.
Well, thank you.
It pops.
Thank
It's
you.
great.
Thank you. So, you know, we're running, we charge $34.95 for it on our website. Out here we're selling for $31.95.
Very nice.
And some of our proceeds go to the Wounded Warrior. We're
Even better.
big in supporting veterans and eventually going to be doing some help for first responders since I was on the fire department for 29 years. So
That's fantastic that you're doing it. It's charitable as well.
really good.
So hopefully things have been going well with you today. It looks like you might have been doing pretty well.
It has. And if you want to check it out, our website's www.chaosboardgame.com.
Excellent. I'll go ahead and put that up and they'll see that website on screen.
All right. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. You can find Burl's website down below in the comments. It's www.chaosboardgame.com. I didn't have to go far for my next interview. Burl's neighbor was Noah. Noah is an extraordinary individual who turned his adversity into a board game.
Hey, my name is Noah, and about 3 years ago, I had a car crash that led to a traumatic brain injury. I spent 42 days in the hospital learning how to walk and talk again, and that learning how to talk experience, I worked with tongue twisters all the time because that was what was fun. That was what my speech therapy had me do because she knew that having fun would help me get back to where I was better. After that experience and working with her with all like the classic tongue twisters, Peter Piper picks a pecker, CISOs, that's not it. Peter Piper picks a pepper. She
Still
sells
good.
she sells, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
I started writing my own. I was going to make a book, and instead I decided to turn them into a card game to create more fun for other people who were also in a similar situation. Maybe they had a brain injury, maybe they had a stroke, maybe they were just dealing with a childhood speech impediment or something like that. And so that's kind of where Word Whizzes came from.
I like that. So this is it right here. The game is called Word and Whizzes?
Yeah, Word Whizzes. Yeah, the game is called
Word Whizzes. Word
yeah,
Whizzes.
Yeah,
Got
the
it.
game is called Word Whizzes. It's all about your wizards casting spells at each other, and the spells are tongue twisters. And so to cast the spells, you choose a level, and you say, I'm going to cast this spell at you at level 3. And you say the spell, if it's, for example, the cards look like this,
Yep.
you would say that 3 times in a row to cast a level 3 spell. If you cast a level 3 spell and you cast it flawlessly, now it's the defender's turn to try and cast the same spell at level 3.
Dig it.
And if someone flubbed, the spell pops them, pops right in front of them, and they hit them. They get to point at the end of the game. It's kind of like golf scores. There's
clever.
other modes in the game as well, cooperative and stuff like that. But that's like the first version I came up with. I felt like it was just super fun.
So basically, I would have to say this right here in order to cast that level 3 spell.
Do you want to give it a try?
I'm gonna give it a try.
3 times? 3?
I gotta say it 3 times in a row.
Try level 3.
Try level 3.
Yeah.
So 3 times.
3 times.
Okay. All right. Gloomy, stewy, chews, chewy, gooey, chewing gum. Oh no.
That's all right, but that's the point.
Oh, I got it.
It's to make mistakes easy.
It
lets you realize that mistakes aren't that big of a deal. That aren't that
Dude,
serious.
totally.
You flub, it's okay. You move on. It's a lighthearted. It's just for fun. It helps us all get better with a little bit of laughter.
You can't not have fun playing this game.
Yeah, exactly. So, that's kind of what I'm thinking.
Dude, well, I appreciate you telling me all about this.
Absolutely.
And this is going to be a huge hit.
Yeah,
So.
I think so. It's actually being used for speech therapy at Madonna Rehabilitation Hospitals up in like Lincoln, Nebraska and stuff. And that's where I went to get my therapy, and I gave them the copy, and they decided that, yeah, we'll use it. So it's got the seal of approval in my mind.
Incredible. I do a lot of videos where I just try to make ha-ha jokes. And I'm talking to you and Burl, and you're both charitable events. I'm just like, this is fantastic. This is way, way better than anything I could produce.
Oh, well, laughter always has its place. So
Absolutely.
There's absolutely nothing wrong with that.
Well, thank you very much, Noah, for talking to us.
Yeah,
and,
for sure.
Best of luck to you. Can't wait to see this on all the shelves.
Yeah, and all the other games are from other local game makers, and I'm just representing them here at the booth.
Doing a fantastic job. Word Whizzes, folks. Get it. Where the heck did his game go? It's in alphabetical freaking order. Yeah, there it is. See what I mean? What a comeback story. I went ahead and picked up a copy of it for myself. It sits proudly on my board game shelf. I played it, has wonderful mechanics. I mean, it helps people. It helps. It helped him help others. And I love games that do that. That's outstanding. Great job, Noah. Check out a link below where you might be able to pick up a copy for yourself. It's time for some solid D&D action and some games. And a solid grilled chicken sando that I had from the concession stands. Don't know where the picture went, but take my word for it. It was a good sandwich. After all that, I was back to snag a couple more free samples for you folks. Check out these next cats. They were certainly the scene stealers, and I was here for it. I was there for it, actually. Basically, I've been trying to talk to these guys all day long. I've been busy playing games. They've been busy playing games. And they're going to tell us exactly who they are right now. I've been excited about this interview all day. Good, take it away, fellas.
Excellent. I'm Michael. I'm with Fun Certainty Box. This is Brendan, also an artist here with Fun Certainty Box.
Yep.
This is our table. This is what we do. What's up? That's Evan. Say hey, Evan.
Hey! I'm Evan.
Yeah. We're basically a collection of local artists to Kansas City that come together and create together. So it all started with a board game, Miasmatic Mayhem. It's a love letter to Kansas City.
Yes.
Cooperative, you work together, you're seeing these different locations, and you're saving it from utter destruction. So we've got Bartlehaven where you start, and then you explore the rest of it. That's kind of what started everything, and then we got a bunch of artists on the team, and kind of progressed from there. We got people who are doing crazy spooky art. We created a comic book of them. Yeah, this is Sid. All this spooky, crazy art, as well as a comic book that's in its first issue, and the second and third one are digital as well. Evan here behind the table, manning like a boss, does all our kind of pop culture-y. You got
your Spider-Man.
Yeah.
You got your music influences like MF Doom. You've got your classic Dirty Bubble. Bunch of good classic stuff. I've got One Piece. I've got Metroid. I've got famous over here Kim Pine from Scott Pilgrim. Bunch of good stuff.
Yeah. And this guy here, Brendan. Brendan is also an artist, worked on the game. We flew him out. You did what, 400 photos?
Yeah, something like 400 photos. First year they got me out here back in 2021, I believe. I took about 400 photos around Kansas City, and I used those as reference for all the location cards in Miasmatic.
Yeah, and we liked it a lot. He's great. So he decided, you came to us, what was it, 3 years ago at this point, and you were like, hey, I want to make a game. And we're like, okay, what kind of game do you want to make? You were like, I want to make a deck builder, but I also want it to be hidden identities. We're like, let's do it. So 3 years later, now we're finally on Kickstarter. I'll give this to you. This is your baby. It's your thing.
Absolutely. So this is Gather Your Grimoire. The idea is that you are slinging spells, you're building a deck, and there are elements of social deduction. I've compared it to sort of a combination between a trading card game like a Magic the Gathering and a game like Coup. So the general idea is that you've got these magician cards. These magicians need certain spells cast in the grimoire in order to complete them. But the identity of them is hidden to your opponents. So what you can do is once per turn you'll get to put a card in your grimoire, but if you can deduce the identity of one of your opponent's magicians, you get to conjure a second time. And it gets more complicated than from there. Each of the spells have different effects. You can play them in your grimoire and get an effect, or you can discard it from your hand in order to get another. Each of the Hofdonners have an effect when they're completed. So it's chaos on chaos when you get into it with up to 6 people can play the game at once. And we've really been enjoying it. It's gone through so much in the last 3 years. Started off with like mana needed to play spells, and it's just cleaned up from there, and we're super proud of it, all of us. I mean, I was the main force behind designing it, but I couldn't have done it without the rest of this crew.
Yeah, no, I've really enjoyed it. What we want to do is, with this game, it was a lot of people were like surprised. Like, what is this? This is a tile exploration meets like a Dungeons and Dragons campaign. I was like, yes, we want to do games that reimagine familiar concepts that come from individual games and blend them together in new ways. So same thing with this, of it being a deck builder, but then also being a hidden identities and being able to see what everybody is fantastic. And we've got, again, we went above and beyond. So we've got shiny cards, we've got alternate art cards of all of our artistic team working together. The mat itself also has one version of the mat and a second version of the mat. And the incredible, like, it's great. It's also only $10. The game itself, just getting the entire copy of the game, which comes in this nice little box, is only $10. And then to get all the alt art cards, we've sourced it, it's $20. And then with one playmat, it goes up to $40. So, and we wanted to add a bundle as well to say, hey, this is the game, and you can get this other one added on for half the cost of the game, because we love our stuff and we want you to play it. So it's going live right now. It's going up until the end of July. So if you can kickstart and support it, it'd be fantastic. It would mean so much. The game is done, ready to print. We've been demoing it all day. So it's not we're going to take your money and run. It's good to go.
I will be putting all your links in the video below.
I appreciate you.
Check all that out, because you guys, what I'm looking at here, this game pops. The artwork is fantastic. You have, everything's crisp.
Yeah.
And the fact that you're not throwing in a player mat, but you're offering a player mat with it, that is like, that's one of the hot things to do right now, and you guys are on it. And again, the art is it's blowing me away. It's way too cool. And the whole, you said this is a Kansas City theme.
Mm-hmm.
This is fantastic.
Yeah, so again, because we flew out to these locations, we got Bartle Haven City Center. Then we have something like the Haunted Warehouse from the West Bottoms.
Yep.
And Seeing the Edge of Hell. Also, we've got Subtransit Union Park, which is a broken down version of Union Station, which actually has a couple of cool history moments in it.
No doubt.
Fallen Debris has a reference to a little Worlds of Fun with a little hot air balloon in it. So all of these places we wanted to bring to life as things in Kansas City. And for the old people, we've got Chubby's Donuts and Bolts. There used to be a good diner called Chubby's downtown off of Broadway with the best cinnamon rolls in the world. There was, and a jukebox at every table.
Yeah, the jukebox at every table. You can't miss.
It was, so we wanted to pay homage and history to what this is. And same thing, with the new one, we wanted to make it clean, crisp, exciting, fun. We wanted it to be electric. That was, I think, one of our conversations. I was like, hey, what do you want this game to feel like? You were like, I want it to be electric, exciting, and like you're slinging spells as powerful wizards. I was like, okay, let's capture that as well as we can. Yeah.
Check. Well, you guys did it, all right?
Yeah.
You made it local, you made it yours, and I guess it's going to sell. It's brilliant.
It is. It's already, we've been halfway through it, and we were a little discouraged for the first halfway point just because it wasn't going very far, and we had a couple of scammers come in and fake support and then pull the support. But this convention has really helped because every single person who sat down and played it has been like, this is amazing, this is great. And also the traction on this, people are picking it up and saying, wait, this is a game about Kansas City? Where are these people who do this thing? Oh, and so finally, after 4 years, it's finally, the rubber has hit the road and we're actually getting good traction.
You don't see that. You don't see a lot of games touching on Kansas City other than maybe Ticket to Ride where you stop in Kansas City. That's about it.
Yeah, or what is it? There's versions of there's the monopolies of every city.
Yeah, exactly.
The reskins of that.
For that to revolve around, the main city in town here, that's what you got to do, and you did it.
Yeah.
And I heard that you had to be pulled away from a demo to do this interview. Is that what we were doing?
Yeah. Well, and thankfully, part of the benefit of us being the collective that we are, we've got so many people, they've been playtesting the games. I'm not even local to Kansas City. I found these guys and been working with them since 2021. And these guys know the game almost better than I do. So I'm really thankful for them not only contributing to the game as a whole, but also being able to go over and help run the game so that I can do something like this. Just talk to people and get the game out there.
Yeah. I would say also, that's a big part for us as community, no matter where you're from, right? Pennsylvania, you came on the board of the project and we're like, you should make this about Kansas City. We'll give you a day, literally, we'll fly you out and you'll do a day of nothing but drive around and take photos, get good food, KC barbecue, and then get the stuff, get the feeling of it so you can capture it. We've got a new person that we're partnering up, Vandicrafts. Elizabeth is fantastic. Everything she's done, she's 3D printed. She's got her own resin dice, some with rose petals on the inside. We've got the hollow center ones that make you look like mimics on the inside, where they can bite that. She's got these great little spinners that are dice holders that also are fidget spinners, and that can open and hold all your sets of dice. And this is something that just kind of came across the desk last week. Somebody said, oh, hey, you should talk to this person. And now we're carrying other community members. We want to be a supportive group that comes together and does art together, that puts out locally made KC stuff.
That's what it's about. That is it, yeah. I've never seen that before. That's new.
That's new, yeah. Well, listen, it scratches the ADHD brain just right.
Well, you guys have hit on a lot of good points here, and you got a lot of stuff that I haven't seen before, and I'm thankful I was able to stop by and talk with you guys.
Yeah, thank you. It's been great. It's been great to meet you. It's been great to be out here. It's been a lot of fun.
Well, go ahead. Much. Hey, no problem. I appreciate you guys stopping to talk with me and letting me talk with you and learn about this brilliant stuff happening right now.
Yeah.
So, thank you very much, guys.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
TMI, yes, and that's great. Look at the creativity these guys had. And the Kansas City game, you have me there, but those fidget spinner dice holders, dog, I got some homies on the spectrum that'll be buying 2 for each hand. Throughout the day, I walked past a booth where they were hawking dice and minis, and I'm a freak for a good mini. Wait, no. I like a good miniature, preferably the 28mm for my peeps in the know. They had a perfect mini for me, my overly hoity-toity high elf noble ranger named Rodvari. The sculpt was amazing, the print was absolutely beautiful. One of the things I got was right here. I love good translucent, transparent, I think it's translucent, from Enigma Enterprises. They make some 3D minis, and they got one that caught my attention. I'll show you right here, and you'll also get a good close-up of it. Let's see, look at that. Look at that, translucent green Reaper-looking ghost. I think that is a Reaper, probably of some kind. Not Reaper miniatures, let's not be confused, but a Grim Reaper of some kind. Green, translucent, I love it. It just caught my attention. Looks great glowing in the light. Thank you, Enigma Enterprises. Great deal on it, and can't wait to see it on the table. After I was done wheeling and dealing on minis, not too far away was a fellow named Trey from Trey's Trinkets. He had some wonderful stuff to sell you, and he also had a story that tugged at my heartstrings. Have a listen. Trey's Trinkets. That's fake Trey, by the way. She said she was Trey earlier. She's not really Trey. This is Trey right here. Trey, take it away and tell us what you got here.
I'm Trey. This is fake Trey, my wife, and this is my friend Corey.
Hey.
And I make epoxy resin dice, and I crochet hat and dice bags. And with the leftover resin, I make like bookmarks, book holders, crystals, and keychains. I started in 2020, and I've been doing it since. Recently, I was diagnosed with a rare form of cancer called T-cell lymphoma, and at this con, part of the proceeds are going to that cancer study because it is a very rare type of cancer, and so there's not a lot of treatments for it. I will have it for the rest of my life, so it's going to be a continued struggle.
But we're glad that we're here.
I'm glad you're out here doing your thing.
Yep. Oh, you're making me do it? Okay.
Yeah.
So his dice are all handmade. It takes him about 5 hours, like, of his own time to make the dice, and then it adds about 3 days of, like, they have to be in the pressure pot, they have to go in the polisher, they have to sit out and dry, and all that stuff. So there's a lot of hard work and dedication that goes into making the dice. And then me, along with Corey, we help paint the dice and then clean them up for preparation and selling. So yeah, there's a lot that goes into it. And they're at such a fair price for like the amount that goes in and everything. And you can custom order. And then he's going to have a shop up very soon, so you can follow Trey's Trinkets on Instagram, and you'll then know whenever his shop is up for that.
Gotcha, right on. I love that it's for a charitable cause. That's always a good thing. You're doing a great job, and I love the stuff that you got here.
Thank you.
Everything looks amazing.
Thank you.
So, but I appreciate you guys stopping to talk to me, and I'm glad you'll figure out your name, Trey. It was very nice to meet you. Corey, right? Yes. Very nice to meet you as well. Thank you guys for talking with me. I appreciate it.
Yep.
I got some tasty looking crystals from them. I say that because they kind of remind me of the old rock sugar candy. And I also love texture. Oh God, I saw the color. I got a green theme going here. But look at that, look at that. That's just gonna present so well on a table full of minis or whatever RPG game you're setting up. It looks great, feels great. And you came with a nice little guy in here. Oh, it's an owl. That's an owl. That's a hoot. Either way, Trey, wherever you are, can't wait to see you at the next KantCon or other convention I see you at. Speaking of trays, it's time for me to pick up my tray of free samples because my shift at KantCon is over. I'll try to do more of these because who doesn't like free samples? Until the next one, goodbye. Oh, look, a giant plane just flew in.